Don't you dare judge me. I know it's the end of January, and you're probably saying, Matt, why are you releasing a Pixel 4 video? It's not coming out to October. What are you? Some sort of witch? Some sort of warlock that can see the future, has all the answers? No, I'm not. But I'm excited for the Pixel 4 because I think after 3 years of creating this product, 3 years of having hardware issues right out of the gate and even software issues, I think Google finally learned their lesson. I think the Pixel 4 is gonna be epic. They're gonna nail the design. I think a lot of people are gonna be happy because based on early rumors, I know some are saying they're not true, but I think they are. Based on early rumors, we're gonna get a display that's notchless, with no cutout, and with very small bezels. A display that we can be proud of. A display that you can take home and show your mom and she'll put it on the refrigerator.
Here's what I found.
The biggest issue with me with the Pixel 3 and the Pixel 3 XL is its form factor. The Pixel 3 XL is a very uncomfortable phone to hold. I mean, at this size, it should be thinner. For example, the Mate 20 Pro is the exact same height, but the width of it is a lot easier to hold in the hand. And when you have this phone, which makes it very difficult to get your fingers around, and you add a case on top of it, it's not the most enjoyable experience. Now, the problem is the Pixel 3, much better in terms of size when it comes to the Pixel 2, but it's still too small for me. 5.5 inches in this form factor. I mean, this is pretty much the exact same size as the iPhone XS. This should be at least a 5.8 inch display. Now, I know a lot of you are gonna say, Matt, the reason the phone is that big is because of the super wide selfie camera, and of course it has 2 front-facing speakers on the front. Well, look, I don't need 2 front-facing speakers on the front. Take one of those speakers, put it on the bottom of the phone, reduce the size of the bells, and I think that's exactly what they're gonna do. What you're gonna get with the Pixel 4 is a very, very thin earpiece at the top and a speaker on the bottom. If they can manage to keep it on the front, I'll be super impressed, but don't expect the sound quality of it to be as good as competing products. And let's face it, guys, the dual speakers on this, directionally, it's much better than every other phone, but they still don't sound as good as the iPhone XS. The headphone jack, obviously it's not coming back. Wireless charging is here to stay, but one thing I want changed is the fingerprint scanner. This is the year of ultrasonic in-display fingerprint sensors. Qualcomm has released the technology. We're gonna see it on the Galaxy devices, and we're gonna see it on a bunch of brand new Android devices coming out. Put it in the Pixel 4. Give us the in-display fingerprint sensor. The other thing, I know it's not as secure, but allow us to log in using your face. I mean, I live in a cold country, so when I'm walking down the street and I'm wearing gloves, I don't want to take them off to use the in-display fingerprint sensor or the fingerprint sensor on the back. I want to use my face to get into the phone because it's just so much more convenient in that situation. Camera, I know a lot of people want dual lenses, but I don't think Google's gonna do it. Imagine if they put in the Pixel 4 dual lenses. Imagine the type of stuff they can do with it. My God, the stuff they do with one, the stuff they do with two would be exceptional. But we're still gonna get one lens, it's gonna be a better sensor, and by then, another year of collecting data, another year of refining algorithms, you can expect a single lens that's gonna outperform most other smartphones that are coming on the market. Now, software-wise, I don't know too much about Android Q or Android 10.0, but I have heard rumors of a system-wide dark mode. I know you can download a dark theme right now, but it's still not system-wide. System-wide would help a lot because of battery efficiency, especially because these devices use OLED displays. You have a system-wide dark mode, it's just gonna look a lot better, at least for the people that like it, and at the same time, you can save a little bit of battery. Battery life has also been a hot topic for the Pixel lineup. It's never been that great. The Pixel 3, I struggled to make it through the entire day. The Pixel 3 XL is better, but it doesn't compare to phones like the Mate 20 Pro, the Note 9, or even the iPhone XS gets better battery life than the Pixel 3 XL. So whatever they do, whether it's put in a bigger battery, improve the software, battery life needs to be better. And finally, I just want to talk about RAM. Please, for the love of God, don't make Pixel 4 4 gigabytes of RAM. That would be absolutely insane in 2019. I definitely think you're gonna have, at the minimum, 6 gigabytes of RAM. Oh, and one more thing before I wrap this up, and this comes down to software. The gestures, please improve them. I've gotten used to them, but I know a lot of people who absolutely despise them because they're not that fluid. A lot of people wish on the Pixel 3 they could go back to the traditional menu of getting around your Android device. In fact, I have a friend who refuses to upgrade to the Pixel 3 from his Pixel 2 because on the Pixel 3, you're stuck using the gestures. So either improve them or allow the ability to use the old software buttons that you could in previous devices. So that pretty much wraps up what I think the Pixel 4 is gonna look like. It just needs to nail the design, have as little bugs as possible, and no hardware issues out of the gate. And I think a lot of people are gonna be extremely happy. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram for some behind the scenes, and I'll see you guys in the next video.